Yep. Actual weekend stream. I know. Often talked about, rarely occurs. But today we've got the time, man. And we gotta wrap up PlanetCrafter. We're getting very close to being done. And the goal is going to be done by like the end of the afternoon. So let's go take care of it. I'm gonna bring the stuff that I need to make a machine optimizer. Is it two? It's three. And we're gonna go keep working on our gigantic heating plant out in the desert. I'm also gonna borrow slash steal. All right, we're not gonna do that yet. We'll do that on the way back from this trip. I'm just gonna borrow the fuses out of the current one that we have because I'm gonna rip that whole assembly down. So if you weren't here last night, we're aiming to build. I mean, I said I was going to do. Are you in the way? No, you're just barely not in the way. I said I was going to do 24 of these before I realized how big they are. I think we're going to be doing a lot less than that. Because, like, I look at the size of these things. They're huge. I can't possibly do 24 of these. So I'm going to do 8. And then we're going to go from there. But they've got, like, lighting and stuff. We're making them look really good. I'm happy with how it's coming along. And even though this one isn't exactly lined up, I think for now, I'm just going to live with it. No, I'm not gonna. I can't live with it. I can't live with it. How did I line these up over here? Just barely past the crease. Okay. So I'm gonna move you back by 1. And then I'm gonna put you just barely past the crease. Which I guess would be like here, maybe? I'm willing to call it good enough, even though it doesn't exactly line up with the foundation. Because I want a little bit of room in the middle to kind of be able to walk around. So as long as I can get that, I think it's fine. And then I'm going to need to extend this foundation out by another 9. 1, 2, 3, 5. I need 4 more iron? No. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? What do you think is clipping? Oh, you're clipping with a grub. Can I take him? Can I have this guy, please? Alright, so 3 more. I'm gonna need 1 more piece of iron. I'm gonna need 1 more water. So each of those heaters, each one of those heaters produces as much as this entire heating rack that we have over here, and then a little bit more. So by the time all 10 of them are done, and we have the machine optimizer plugged in, we should be generating a truly extraordinary amount of heat out of that little setup. Then we'll do the same thing for pressure, and then after that, I'll start to fiddle with some of the like animal spreader stuff that we've gotten. I need 3 of you. I need 3 of you. I need 3 of you. Wonder how these things are spreading all the way over here. So I haven't built a tree spreader anywhere near this spot. I thought it was just going to stay desert forever. But I guess not. Alright, show me my last T5 heater. You're gonna line up on this thing, I guess. About here? Question mark? Thanks for the follow. No, that's way too far away. Thanks for the follow, Olamide67. Welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend. I think I need to bump this out by like one more. Which means I'm gonna need one more iron from the ground somewhere. But we haven't spent a lot of time out here. There should be a bunch of iron just like laying around. We have never really scavenged this section of the desert before. Anywhere? No, you're titanium. You're in there. There we go. We're gonna have to extend that foundation down too. It's getting too high. But for now, we'll say that's fine. Come over here. Where do you cross? It's going to be so hard to actually template this out. I think we might need to just be willing to live with a bit of imperfection, unfortunately. It's not my preference, but yeah, that's definitely bad. I need to bring you out to this one. I'll live with some imperfection. I'm not going to live with that degree of imperfection. That's better. That's better bordering on good enough. And then I need like 100 silicon to make all of these railings. Because if I don't decorate now, I'm never going to decorate. So let's go grab as much silicon as we can find. And then after that, we'll put the lamps in. Grab iron, because you know you're going to need that for foundations anyway. Impossible to have too much iron. We're back to that phase of the game. Sneak a couple foundations down at the bottom here. One more. Not gonna happen. I'll bring some more with me next time I come up here. Over here. Is that lined up? Yeah, that's lined up. Here. 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 And then here is going to be the end. It's going to be the end of this platform. You do custom art for streamers, what I like to see? No, I'm good. Grab just a little more silicon so we can wrap that railing around the corner. Grab a little more iron so we can extend these foundations out. And then I'd like to have a ramp come up right here. I need one more iron. That's son of a... Alright, I could find one more iron. That's not that hard. How hard could it be to find one iron in a desert? Bingo. Hello, can I interest you in snapping? There we go. Alright. So the machine optimizer for these is probably going to go, like, right here. I'm going to extend these two foundations out, and it's going to kind of sit in the middle of that. That should put it equidistant from all 8 of them. Well, equidistant-ish. Titanium? No, not interested. I'm very interested. So these go here and here. We don't quite have clearance, so we'll need to add a little bit to the bottom of them. But that's okay. And then the machine optimizer is going to sit right here in the middle. And then from this middle line of foundation, we're going to extend it out another 3. And that's going to be the square that we build those 8 on. I also have to find my last heat fuse. I think it's probably still in my box of treasures back in the base. You got eggs for me? You do have eggs for me. Can I drop my Discord or Insta in chat? They are linked in the About section of my Twitch page. I believe. Should be able to find them from there. Oh, I have a ton of iron, actually. That works out great. What kind of meteor shower is this? I have never seen this kind of meteor shower before. There's a lot of them, whatever it is. I'm just gonna go hide inside. I don't really want to get hit by these. I don't think I've ever seen this event before. So we'll go outside in a little bit and we'll figure out what that is. It's shaking a little bit, but I think we'll be fine. Where's my last fuse? There it is. Are you done yet? Not even close to being done yet. These have to drop something, right? Like, they wouldn't just not drop anything. They do. It's super alloy. Okay. It's a super alloy meteor shower. That's okay. Super alloy is infinite for me right now. I don't particularly need that. But I appreciate the donation. I've got more super alloy than I know what to do with. I'm giving the stuff away. Eat our food. I can afford to bring one more heater with me to go to 5. We can put our last machine optimizer in here. So these now produce 67 nanokelvin each by themselves. That'll get the TI moving. And then let's put the second rack in. So this is going to extend straight. We're going to have just one set of empty foundation in the middle. Here, here, here. And then I guess I'll go find some more. If I keep pulling iron from the base, because I don't currently have an iron drill configured, I think that the base would actually run out. So there is a purpose to just scavenging it off the ground. In that, sooner or later, we'd have to do it anyway, based on the amount of iron that we're consuming for foundation. Actually, you know what might look kind of cool? Now that I think about it. No, I'm not gonna have room. Never mind. I was gonna say I could do like a two-tiered foundation where it drops by one level, but I don't actually think I'll have the space. Such a waste of iron. But iron's free, technically, in many ways, if you think of it. Here. Oh god, that's it already. Maybe I should set up some iron drills. You probably should set up iron drills. Like, if this is how much iron you're going to use, I emptied this place, right? No. Well, do I really need that, though? I don't think so. I'll come back and get it later. I just don't want to fill my inventory with it right now. I'm assuming that the T5 drills are going to work like every other drill, though, which is that you can't actually place them on foundation. So after I get the heating plant set up, the drill plant, which is really going to be more like a drill field, is not going to consume nearly as much iron as it gets set up. Because I'm not going to be able to foundation the whole thing, like I can with the heaters. That was silicon, that wasn't iron. Oh well. Perfect, inventory full. Alright. We'll run one more batch of iron. And then after that, we'll go talk to the base. And we'll consider setting up 2 or 3 iron drills. Here, 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 here. Technically, we'll need one there, and there, just because they don't want to see any seams. And then I'm going to need like 12 iron. 3, and then 9 on top of it. We can at least set up a railing. which has the added benefit of using up my inventory. And then how many lights can I make? Iron, magnesium. So one of the lights is going to go... How close do you get? You're basically level with the big knob on the end. Yeah, you can go here. It's a little further away than it probably should be. But that's okay. You're gonna go like right here. Grab the color out of this lamp. Copy it. Put the color into this lamp. Then can I make another one? No, you don't have iron or magnesium. Alright, fair enough. Be right back 2 seconds, chat. BRB. Should probably set up like a screen region to do that. Where's my iron, and how much do I have? I have some. An acceptable amount. Sort that Lerma seed. Find somewhere for it to go. How are you doing? You're doing okay. You know what I should do? I should take one of these drills, because these are T3s. I should switch one of you over to iron instead of silicon. And I think that'll take care of it. We'll see how that does. Also, you should grab a water. So we have on us the materials to build heater number 5. We do not have on us the amount of foundation required to build heater number 5. We'll have to do a little bit of iron scrounging. One, 2, 3. That's gonna take way more than that. Because these aren't flush with the ground either. Can I get you in there? Yeah, you need to go in there too. Alright, now I need 9 iron. And I can hold 9 iron. But I need to be able to find 9 iron. It's just like when we started playing. Those halcyon days. Having to walk for miles just to get like a single resource to put together one building. Hello. This is a really nice area up here. I like this a lot. All the grass came in and stuff. I'm digging this. It does make it kind of hard to see all the stuff on the ground. But it's very pretty up here. Are you in there? You are. You're also an iron. The best part, we haven't been up here in a very long time, so there's iron all over the place. Beautiful. I'm actually gonna need to do 3 more to get that to line up right. Alright, just 1 iron. A single iron is all I ask. Okay. I wonder if there's anything down there. I don't know if that just leads into, like, the ravines. But we should probably go and check one of these days. Oh, you piece of shit. You're gonna need 1 more. Now I can put 1 in. As for how it's going to line up, I think I'm going to line it up... Well, I should line it up the same as this one, which is in the middle, and then just barely past the foundation markers. So it's going to go, like, here, and it's going to go just barely past the foundation. Something like that. Holy cow, low power. Is it possible? I'm gonna have to go talk to my fusion generators again. I'm gonna need... Well, this is gonna be a difficult one to solve. Because I don't want to build a 9th fusion reactor. What I need to do is get an energy fuse. Which I'm pretty sure I have the Terra tokens for. But I'm going to need... Well, maybe if I take apart some of the old heaters, that will free up enough power on the grid. Like, if I start deconstructing you guys... Okay, perfect. So, it is now extremely important that we buy an energy fuse. Or, did I max this out already? Do you already have 3? No, we only have 1. Yep, okay, there's a lot of room for improvement in there. Give me 1 energy multiplier. Give me 2 energy multiplier fuses. I can afford it. Go bring me some stuff. Also, shouldn't you be auto-launching? I'm gonna have to look at that when it comes back. Something's not right there. And while we wait for you, how are we doing on iron? We can't build anymore the T5 heaters, so this is a golden opportunity to just keep working on foundations and to build the lights and to build the railings. And to kind of finish the last bit of decor that we want to finish for the heaters. I do love how they look when they're glowing at night. I think that's very positive. Alright, let's install some foundation. Could I ask you to not go much further down than that? Yes, you come back up. Okay. Alright. Let's go dig up some more iron. We'll go poke around in here and see if there's anything we missed. It does look like you just lead into the gorge. But we haven't looted the bottom floor of the gorge that thoroughly. So we should have quite a few opportunities to grab iron in here. Like, holy cow. That's what I'm talking about. Pretty sure we're done salvaging that wreck, and also I don't really want to clutter my inventory with it right now anyway. More iron. More iron. Much iron. Tons of iron. Inventory full. Wonderful news. There's even more of it up here. They just passed like 3. Go grab some more. Trade rocket takes forever, so it's not going to be back by now. It's like a 10-minute trip on that thing or something. We've got a little time to burn. This can probably go. I think this is just like one of our old temporary oxygen shelters, so that'll reclaim a bit of iron for us. Hydration though? I think I brought a spare water. I didn't bring a spare water. Alright, we'll go back. Should start bringing spare waters with me. Ugh, it's super windy out today. Glad I already took my requisite trip outside. Where are you going? You're getting water. Drink one, take one. Make yourself a food as well. As long as you're over here, you might as well check when your trade rocket is going to come back, but it's not going to be back for a while. You already know this. 300 seconds, basically. So 5 minutes. We have time for one more run out to the heater fields. Is that an iron? Wow. Can't believe you've escaped my notice for that long. See, like, if I could get this part to not clip through that hill, I think it would look really cool to have a second row of heaters, like one level lower. But it's just not quite gonna work out. So I'm gonna build it totally flat instead. That's that. I guess we'll go see if we can find a little more iron laying around out here. Because we're killing time for the rocket to come back. And we've got surplus water and food on us, so we can afford to burn a little bit of time. A little bit of exploration. Who knows, we might even find some stuff out here we haven't seen before. Random golden chests lurking in some corner of the map that we've never touched. random amphibian pods that have frog eggs. There's all kinds of stuff we could find out here. Food level low? I'm not worried about it. T2 animal food? I'm not worried about it. This is just straight up nothing. Like, there's nothing here. Although, can I get to that box? Yes, I can get to that box. If I come over here... Actually, wait, hold on. There's a gap in the wall over here. Do you go somewhere secret? No, not really. You just give us a nice overlook. So if I drop here, I should be able to get to that box. Oh, but then I can't go into this cave. What's your deal? Quasar quartz. I have never seen quasar quartz. I feel like I have to grab that. I have never seen that color of quartz before. Also, keep your eyes peeled for blazar quartz, because we've also never seen that color of quartz before, but we need it to craft a ton of our upgrades right now. And then I can drop to this box. Do you have anything interesting? Not really. And also, I can't hold anything interesting you have anyway. Alright, just give me an iron and then I'll go home. Just one iron from anywhere. There's one. Let's head back. This is the uranium cave. Our uranium drill should be in here somewhere, humming along. Yeah, there it is. With its requisite auto-crafter. Our rocket's back. Let's go grab the fuses out of it. Oh, I bet I know how you're supposed to do the rocket. I bet you're supposed to have 2 rocket platforms. And one of them is set to auto take off, auto land anytime it's full, and then the other one is the one that you actually use for, like, trading stuff. That seems reasonable. We're approaching being halfway to 5 Tera TI. Once this whole assembly is online, I think it'll make it go a lot faster. Because we do still have 3 more of these bad boys to place. And now, our iron supply should be juiced. There should be a ton waiting for us when we get back here. Give me both of those. And then you guys fill up the rest of that rocket. I'm going to go plug these into my power station. Each of these now produces 6,700 kilowatts. We should have a very good power surplus now. Yep. It's 35k. How much do these cost each? 360? No, there's no way. Yeah, they cost 360. Holy cow. We should have done that ages ago. That's a lot of surplus power. Iron is filling up. Great news. Crystals, put these quasars away. I don't know what they do, but they must be important, so save them. What is going on in the rest of your inventory? Like, titanium you don't need. Oh, this is from when you deconstructed the other power plant. That's what that's from. So if I can just make a little space. 3, 2, 3. I need to free up one more inventory slot. It would be the super alloy, because you don't actually need base super alloy to make the heaters. You need super alloy rod. So it's one more AU. It's 3 AU. And then it's 2 more AU. And that's enough for our next heater. That's out as far as we need to go. We can now afford to put the next one in. What do I need to line you up with? You come way out in front of the other foundation. So you're gonna line up like here on this center line. And you come all the way out to like here. Maybe to like here? Pretty good. I'll take that. It's not exactly right, but they're far enough away that it would be difficult to notice. Alright, now we only have 2 to go. 2 to go and a lot of iron. I'm trying to think of anywhere we could even get large amounts of iron at this point that's not just drilling for it, and I really don't think there's anywhere. Like, we'd have to go to some biomes that are pretty far away just to get extra iron at this point. But switching that one drill over seems like it's actually made a pretty big difference. Is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9. You might be able to make enough space. Maybe. And if not, you could scrounge, I guess. There's a couple places left in this desert where you could still scrounge. Is that going to be sufficient? No, you're going to need 12. Let's go find 3 more iron. Pretty sure I've mostly been over this area, but... Oop. Just kidding. No, titanium, titanium. That's iron. This is iron. And I'll grab a little extra as long as I'm here. I think I just figured out where I want to put the pressure drills too. There is, if you go through the Iridium Cave and then you go through the Sulfur Cave, there was like that big flat round zone that had like the giant sand falls behind it. I think a bunch of giant drills would look great out there. So I think that's where I'm going to set that section of the terraforming infrastructure up. I think it'll look really nice. And we haven't scrounged out there at all. So if we need any resources to like to build stuff out there, there should be stuff all over the place because we've never spent time in that area before. We went there once and we looked at it and went, man, this is really neat. And then we never went back. Grid. Grid. Build my next heater. What are you going to get lined up with? You come like halfway out, and then the center just barely doesn't touch the foundation braces. Like that. Almost exactly. You've got it. Alright, and then we are down to our last 12 iron that we need. Our last 11 iron, our last 10 iron that we need. Our last 9 iron that we need. Our last 8, our last 7 iron. Our last 6 iron. Wow, we grabbed a lot of iron. Okay. I need 4 iron. The base will have that. The base will have that 100%. But then we're going to need more for the lights. And we'll need to grab a bunch of silicon for the barriers as well. And then I think I also want to build like a control tower. We'll see. Also, I'm going to start taking these apart. I could just leave them up. It's not like they cost me anything, but I kind of want to tidy up around the actual base itself. I can just keep them in my inventory. Because I need 1 more. And then I need 3 of you. And then I need 2 of you. And then I can also start scrapping this foundation to get a little bit of iron back. God, it's gonna look so cool when it's all lit up. I hope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Now, where do you line up? You line up just barely not touching the center, just like the one on the other side. So you go like here. It's not exactly right, but I'm willing to call it good enough. Oh, you're really close to the foundation of this end. Is that okay? I mean, they're centered this way. Although... Look. I know. But I just wanna look at something. I'm just saying, what if I rotated? That's not the way... Actually, that's not the way I want to rotate. I want to do it the other way. I want to do it like this. But then you, I actually want to do like this. Why? That's very simple. I want all of the glowy pipes facing inwards. I think that's going to look really cool. That's basically it. So all of these need to get rotated 180 degrees. And then put back down. Good enough. You are just barely reaching over the boundary. Like here. Not even. Not good enough. Try it again. Good enough. You didn't rotate it. You fool. Oops. Here? I don't even remember anymore. How's that? Honestly, you basically got it in one. I think that's very lucky of you. And then let's do this last one. Excuse me. There we go. Where do you get lined up? You're pretty far over. Like here, maybe? About like that? Nah, you need to move over a little bit to the left. That's looking pretty good. You forgot to rotate? That's looking pretty good. And you remembered to rotate and you got it. Okay. Actually, great rotation job. And now all of the hot glowy tubes face inside, and I think that's very cool. So now we gotta finish putting down railings. There's a part of me, though. Well, no, it's pretty close to the edge on that side, too. Oh, it's not quite there, though, is it? I mean, it's even here. Let's just put the railings in and see how you feel about it. We're acknowledging that it's not gonna look great right now. But maybe it'll look fine once you're actually done. Like, this is an important lesson that I've learned in, like, city skylines, is that sometimes things look really bad until you're actually done with them. And then when you're done with them, they look okay. And in this case, it doesn't clip. I actually think it's okay. It's not perfect. I would much rather all of this get just a little compressed so that there was a little bit more room. And I might go back and do that later. Oh, shit. I didn't realize our water was that low. I may go back and do that later, but I don't think it's important to do now. Hydration critical. Don't get stuck on trees. I think you make it. I think it's going to be really close, but you make it. Alright. So let's finish railings. Give me all the silicon available. And then we'll put in lights, and then I'll see if I decide to put in a control tower or something. Here, here, all along here. Yo, Sheffield. What's up, Big Seed? How you doing? You join us for the detailing of my brand new heating. That's not right. You somehow become not centered. Oops, autocorrect? I mean, I don't hate it. Sheffield's a fine nickname. I don't know how much silicon I'm going to need, so I'm just going to grab all of it. Everything I see until the inventory is full, and then whatever's left we'll just shred. Is that a quasar? It is a pulsar meteorite? It is. Where are you landing? Do I really need 10 more pulsar quartz when I can craft it? No, I don't actually need 10 pulsar quartz when I can just craft it. Hate to admit it, but you lost a lot of your friends. Hate to admit it, but a lot of your friends outside NA Prime hate restructuring. It's not an uncommon sentiment. I was talking with Fuchio about it last night. I think there's actually a podcast that I've got in the works about the current state of off hours in World vs. World. That will probably be sometime in February. That will spin up that podcast episode. But I would like to initiate a conversation about it, because I don't think that section of time is currently in a healthy state right now. Like, Fuchi and I were talking about it for probably a good 40 minutes yesterday during reset. Don't even want to log in. Map queue versus year 20. I mean, surely the map queue is, like, not having fun in that case as well. Right? Like, I don't know. Who are these OCX and C groups that are running 50-man and getting no fights because nobody wants to fight them, but failing to realize that their omniblob is like kind of the problem. And I am sincerely asking that question because it happens in Prime all the time. You'll have a group that's 50 that's so big nobody wants to fight them, and eventually the 50-man group just starts running fewer people because they can't get fights anymore. It happens. Okay, you're good. These last two, I think, are going to go like here and here. This. Like, I don't think this is going to be a take that makes me popular, but that's okay because popularity isn't my goal. But at some level, you gotta be like, you know the meme of the guy who's riding the bike and he sticks the rod into his own spokes and then the like bottom text is whatever you're supposed to get mad at? Like, you know, why would liberals do this, etc. You gotta realize eventually that if you're a giant Zerg, no matter when you're running, if you're so big that nobody wants to fight you, that it's not like ArenaNet's job to balance content around you, and that maybe you should just like stop having so many people in your spot. Like, you're blobbing people down to the detriment of your own content. And instead of sitting around going, like, oh, restructuring sucks because restructuring means we can run 50 people and nobody fights us, that you could instead just, like, not run 50 people. It's a population balance algorithm, yes. And could it be doing a better job around off hours specifically? Yes, I think so. And I have some specific ideas about how it probably could do a better job than it is. But I'm not paid to offer them, and now that I'm done with my PhD, I don't work for free. But I don't know, I forgot where I was going with that. I got distracted. Anyway, you know? Anyway. There was a point in there somewhere. Hopefully you can assemble it from the pieces that I gave you. No, wait, I got it back. Like, yeah, restructuring is supposed to be a population balance algorithm and a matchmaking algorithm, but it can't summon people from the ether to play the game. All that restructuring can do is redistribute players as best it can, based on their membership in guilds. It can't make new players appear. And so, if the existing player base decides that it wants to consolidate into these massive 500-man alliances in off-hours time zones, whether they be roamer alliances or Zerg alliances, like, yes, you may find that you struggle to find content because there is not a large enough off-hours population to support multiple 500-man guilds. Like, you might need to split up. You may need to have a conversation with your friends in your alliance and be like, hey, you know what? I really like you guys. But also, I think this game mode would be more fun if we were fighting against each other rather than if we were all fighting together. And that's not an off-hours conversation specifically. Like, when we were going through the Alliance betas, and Cornerstone was still trying to figure out who it wanted to be in Cornerstone, There were a lot of people who asked to join our alliance who we said no to because we had more fun fighting against them than fighting with them. Like, when you invite a guild into your alliance, you are limiting the content that you can get from the players that you invited. And I think that most people don't take that choice as seriously as they should be when they're thinking about what they want to do on an average night. There's a lot of guilds that I really like, but that I would rather fight than play with, because otherwise I wouldn't have anything interesting to do on a given weeknight. Come on, you can fit here. There you go. I knew you could do it. But, you know, this is also the part of the rant where I'm like, I don't play OCX, and I don't know what the OCX population is like. I just play NA, but I know that NA has had that reckoning multiple times. Do these clip? They do. Son of a... That's right, I have to move these further back. Well, those don't clip. Why don't you clip? How did I place you that you didn't clip? I moved you further out? Yeah, these guys are a little too close. Should be like that. No, it's like that. And then line it up with the inside of the railing. And then line you up with the inside of the railing. Like... Oh, it's clipping with the... Oh, it's clipping with the light itself. This makes so much more sense now. Then what I'm actually going to do is put you in the middle of these two pylons. You're going to go like here. Anyway, I guess for like the off-hour stuff, I just wonder what the solution is. Like, how was the old server system better? How did players do a better job of redistributing their own population during servers that they now can't do during restructuring? Because I would be willing to bet what the answer is that under the server system, there were like 4 servers that had really good off-hours populations. Those servers were always in T1 because they had good off-hours coverage. And then there were like 18 servers that had absolute trash off-hours coverage. And because nobody ever played there, nobody complained. Because there were no players there to complain. That would be my guess. Like on Fort Aspenwood, we had QI. If you wanted to play in the middle of the day on NA, or you wanted to play like early hours NA, and you didn't like QI, tough. It's literally the only group that existed for those hours. Is that a good solution? No, but is it like a better solution than restructuring? Probably not, realistically. Give me one like here. And then you need to move over a little. So I don't know. I mean, if you have ideas on how to fix it, I would love to hear them. I can certainly use my platform to advocate for something that you think would work, given your status as somebody who does play in off hours. Oh, that's not what I did over there. Well, I can move these. Right about there should be good. I'm just using these corners to kind of line these lights up so that I know they're turned at an exact 45. Because the angles only snap to 90. And that's not what I want them to do here. Alright, that looks great. These also I should probably move over a little bit. But I feel like I have a system now that works. Like this is a good system for the placement of light. Alright, we're making do with the limited tools that we have. One more is going to go here. And then one more is going to go here. That's not exactly lined up. But honestly, I just want to be done with this section of the base mode, and I'm probably not. Good thing we brought backup water. Like, I like this section of the base. I don't want to spend 3 hours on it. And then you're going to line up here. And then you're going to line up here. You're just going to go in the corner. Now I'm going to need to make 2 more of these, I think. One's going to go here, one's going to go there. No, I need 4 more of these. You're going to need 3 more magnesium, you're going to need 4 more iron. The base will have it. Is that magnesium? You need 2 more magnesium, 4 more iron. You need none more magnesium, you need 4 more iron. Gonna scrap that. Dude, fish eggs straight up do not respawn, huh? Like, they're just gone. Those are the first ones we grabbed. It's been like 3 hours. They have not come back. We gotta be really careful with our fish eggs. Give me high quality food. We'll go make our last 4 lights, and then we will be ready to declare the heating section of the base done. And it has pushed us over 3 Terra TI. We have 2 Terra TI to go. I really like the way this place looks from afar. I think it looks really cool. I also want to move the ramp. This is not the right place for the ramp. The ramp should be centered on the approach into this section. So like that, and then like this, and then like this. That does kind of make me want to play Satisfactory, though. This is very Satisfactory-esque. Like the factory building elements. Maybe I should give Satisfactory a try again. Like, actually look up some videos on how to be good at building in it. I do desperately want to enjoy Satisfactory. I need 2 iron. Son of it. Alright, fine. Just because I have the inventory space for them. And... oh, there's the 10th one. Alright, just 1 iron, please. Thank you. And then I need to make 2 more of these. One's gonna go here. And one's gonna go here. I declare this portion of the base officially finished. I could maybe put some lights on the inside, but I think having lights on just the outside is fine. And then we've got this nice ramp that leads up to it. Like, this just looks good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I wish I had a few more building tools at my disposal to really put the finishing touches on it, but overall, I think I'm satisfied with it. So now that that's done, let's go take care of the pressure drills as well. We need to drop off. Yeah, we need to drop our quartz off. It just barely fits. Wonderful news. And then what do I need to make these? Oh, they're so easy. 2 super alloy rod, 1 osmium rod. That's no problem. That's 1 drill. That's 4 drills. That's 4 drills. I can make 5 drills. I'm not going to take the car, because I think the fastest way to get into this biome is through the Iridium Cave, and it's a pain to drive the car through here. Wow, where are you guys going? Oh, you're going to pick up Iridium rods, because I just took like 10 of them. That makes sense. Come out into here. Sulfur land. And then if we come through to this end, there should be what is hopefully a wide open plain that is not so covered by trees that I can't use it for an enormous drilling operation. It's pretty covered by trees. Let's see if we can make something work here. These things are colossal. I don't think that's gonna work. I think they're too big. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to put this operation. This is heaters. This is taken up by heaters already, so we can't do there. We could maybe try out here, or even better out here. This is going to be way too craggy. There may be some flat land out there. This is going to be way too hilly. Or we could try drilling up here. We did say that was really nice flat. I guess maybe I want to try the desert first. Also, it looks like this forest is really coming in according to the map. Holy cow. We should go check that out. Alright. Let's grab the car. The drills are even bigger than the heaters. So we need to find a place. Never opened that before. We need to find a place where we can fit them comfortably. And we have an estimation of how much space these heaters take up on the map with this. So if we say the drills are like twice as big, they'll definitely fit in here as long as the terrain isn't too lumpy. Also, what is that? That's just trees. Like, as long as this spot of terrain isn't too bad, we could maybe get something in there. We could also maybe get something in here. Or maybe here. Maybe that's the spot, actually. Because then it's kind of close by as well. And I'm pretty sure that section of terrain is fairly flat. We'll go take a look. What are we working with? Like right here. It is very flat. Like, come and park on the hill so I can get a nice little survey. I think this is flat enough to work. No, not Chad. Like, if I put you... I just want you to be level. You're looking pretty level right there. And then I just build 4 of them coming back this way. I think that kind of works. Let's clean up the ground under them a little bit. Sure. So the next one would go like... Such a pain to line these up. Can I do it with foundation? Kind of. You know, actually, maybe this will be good. I have a thought. I have the beginnings of a thought. And the beginnings of the thought are... If I put down a row of foundation to demarcate where these drills can go, then can I place them evenly by just pulling them until they just barely clip with the foundation? That was my reset. Reset was really interesting. How much time you got? How much time you got for old chef to spin you a yarn about the interesting political dynamics of reset? It was good. It's not like anything catastrophic happened, but I found it interesting. I found it interesting from like a social dynamics perspective. You're here for a while, but it's definitely better than what your reset was. Our reset was good. Like, I don't have complaints. So here's the thing. If you play World versus World recently, I'm sure you've noticed that the trend for most World versus World groups, even when it's not reset, is just to be really big. Like, I'm on record from earlier this year saying things like, if you have 30 people in your squad, you should be able to kill pretty much anything in front of you. I don't think that's true anymore. I think it's getting closer to 40. At a minimum, it's probably like 35. Because groups are just a lot bigger these days, and you need more people to kill them, even if you play well. So, for an alliance like ours, like Cornerstone, that really aims to run like 30 people, and cap our size there, it's been a bit of a challenge. Fish display. It's been a bit of a challenge adapting to that kind of new Zerg environment, because, like, we don't particularly like blobbing up. So the way that our reset went is we had 3 groups on our map. We had Pyro, with Donk commanding. We had Bomb with Tyrion commanding. And we had KMT with Zik commanding. And those were our 3 groups. And we were fighting Deads, or whoever was commanding for TM, with, according to Fightbot, 66. Which is a lot of people. And each of our 3 groups were 20. So, if you have any experience commanding, I probably don't need to tell you that fighting 60 with 3 20-man groups can be a challenge. No one of those groups is really big enough to take any kind of sustained damage from the group that's 60. And while you can get yourself an advantage by working well with the other tag, by using, like, you know, hammer and anvil tactics, where one group pushes in, spikes, second group pushes in, spikes, third group pushes in, spikes, that tactic is less effective in the current meta because the entire ethos of the current meta is designed around sustain. Where when you're stacking the 4 minstrel support party, you can actually just weather sustained hits from a 20-man group that's trying to spike you. There's not enough damage output to overcome the support that the 60-man group has. So the only way you really win those fights is by working really, really well with your other tags, A, or B, you just tag into one Omni group. So we tried fighting TM for a while, but Tyrion, Zik, and Donk, like, to each of their credit, all three of them are good commanders, but they were having difficulty telling when any individual group wanted to push. And if you misread a push for even like a second, the group that pushed in hoping that the other two groups would kind of follow up and be able to provide a bit of support is just going to get obliterated because they're fighting 20v60 by themselves. So we tried that for like 40 minutes, and it wasn't really working. So Tyrion and Donk ended up tagging down and just merged into our squad. So we went from running 3 20-man squads to running like one 50-man squad, and then I think Tyrion kept like 10 bomb players that didn't fit into squad and just tagged for them. And what the hell happened here? You looked so good when I left. Why are you all wrong now? Ugh. And the point is that immediately after we merged, the fights got so much easier. Like we didn't go from getting farmed by deads to farming deads, because TM is still a good group, and you're not going to run over them just because you have even numbers. So it was really good content, but it was the first time that I can remember, at least in the last couple of years, where the correct choice to make in order to be more successful in a fight was to completely merge into another group. Like, zerging and sidecarring is one thing, where you're like, hey, I'm gonna run together with this other 50-man group, and we're gonna work together to fight, but we're gonna maintain our own squads, and we're gonna make our own decisions. That's one thing. It's another thing entirely to be like, we're struggling to work well together, so I'm literally going to tag down and merge into your squad. And I think it was the right choice to make, too. But it's not the first time that we've had to do that at an alliance level either. I think we did it last week. Not during reset, but I think it was like, Beth and Pyro were tagged, and they were trying to fight some 50-man group, and they're like, do you want to just merge squads? And so they ended up doing that. So it's been interesting to kind of watch our tactics evolve as an alliance that really tries to run individual squads that are capped at 25 or 30, but is just struggling to compete against individual squads that are capped at 40 to 50. It feels like it's getting harder to play the game of good strategy outweighs just having more people. And it's interesting to watch. That's on my reset. I really hate lining these rows up. You'll notice that I am taking, like, no time to make this look nice, because it's not possible to make these look nice. Get 3 fights before your content left map? Yeah, I can see that being like a different experience to what we had. Because we fought TM for 2 hours. They take down at 11 Eastern, and then as soon as they take down, Prosecute showed up. And then we tagged down at like 11:40. So we had almost a 3-hour reset. It was a good time. Okay, so you were fighting CO. CO dodged to fight Bane. And then Bane dodged CO, so CO tagged down early. I mean, this is Don't clip this and send this to Hells. This is interpersonal issues. He got a... I mean, it's not entirely his fault. Like, a bit of it also rests on Bashot, but... If you're not playing to fight, what are you doing, man? Alright, that should be enough for 4 more drills. I should also bring my pressure fuses. Floating on reset is also crazy. Like, if you have the flexibility to leave the map that you're on reset to go fight somebody else, you are part of the 1%, and eventually society will destroy you. You can't be doing that. You gotta think about your fellow man. I just want them to line up. But they won't. And I know they won't. And I need to make peace with that. Anyway, this machine optimizer should reach everything. How much pressure do you make now? 59 micropascals? Okay. Wonder which Alliance Exceed was talking about? I think he's still here. He might pop back in and tell you. I forget who he's running with these days, though. I just don't know the off-hours groups very well. I know that he was running with Tofu for a while. Like, he was in the CO Alliance, but he wanted to play more off-hours content because it worked better with his specific time zone. But then Isaac quit, and I don't know who he went to go and play with after Isaac quit. Alright, that's my 8 drills. So that's our pressure done. Well, there's only a handful of, like... There's only a handful of MAG alliances. There's MAG, there's Chaotic Style, there's... Nice, kind of? Although I think that Nice may actually have been in Chaotic Style, or still is in Chaotic Style. And then there's, like, Battletoads, but Battletoads is not really, like, anyone's definition of being a roamer/cloud alliance, even though they are, like, the only group in NA that runs sans comms and also manages to win fights. It's just one big meteor? Wait, what is that meteor? No, it's 2 meteors. These are osmium meteors, but on the off chance that they're like Blazar Quartz meteors, I'm gonna go check. I feel like they're osmium meteors. I guess we'll find out and see what you are. You're in Battletoads now, you've had a map queue on EPG since reset? Sounds about right. This is osmium. This is osmium. You haven't seen any osmium crystals yet, but you know this is an osmium meteorite because it also drops sulfur. Yeah, whatever. Don't need that. Your SMC is nearly T3. Yeah, I mean, the tiering happens faster now that they changed a couple of the yak spawn rates up and they changed a couple of the tierings up. Like, we flipped Green BL Gary basically at the start of Reset, and then we spent 2 hours fighting TM. And by the time we were done fighting TM, Green had retaken their Gary, and it was halfway to T3. So, it feels like that's mostly been rebalanced, even if it's still probably like a little faster than I think I would personally prefer it. But the era of having it take like 10 hours to take beta T3 was kind of crazy. Alright, our TI is at 3.5. We're done with all of our pressure drills. We're done with all of our oxygen. We're done with all of our heat. What is it that we need to work on next? Biomass is lagging behind. So our plant biomass is actually fine. I'm pretty sure. What's probably not fine is our insect biomass and our animal biomass. Yeah, plant biomass is great. Let's see if we can bump up insect biomass a bit. Where are my butterfly spreaders? I would like to make... How many butterflies do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I can make some. Let's make 3 more. That's a 1200 multiplier. Alright, we gotta make that. Carrying up Greenscape last week despite being on red team. You wanted to keep blue because they had content. That makes sense. I mean, I think that's, like, legitimate. T2 mutagen? How do I make T2 mutagen again? Mutagen, comma, larva, honey? Oh. It's gonna be really hard to automate that. I think I have some T2 mutagen in here, though. I do. I would like to make a pair of those. Rare T2 fertilizer. Rare T2 fertilizer. Do I have a second rare? I do. I'll be making you. As soon as the first one is done. And then I'll make 10 butterfly spreaders. And we'll see how that does. Also, while this finishes, I'm going to turn the light on. It's dark in here. And it's only going to keep getting darker. So, might as well do it now. "4 p.m. Sun's about to go down. Hashtag winter life." Imeo. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the blue one. I guess they're the same recipe. Oh well, there's not a huge difference between 1000 and 1200. Let's also summon all of our butterfly larvae in here. Because we haven't yet, and there might be some laying around. Like, I'm pretty sure we've gotten golden butterfly larvae from somewhere. Oh, they're in my dome right now. That's right. Okay, good enough. The drones will let me know when those are available. I can shred this 3 iron. I can shred this 1 magnesium. I don't need those. These pressure fuses can go away again. There's my Serena. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go away. 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Rare mutagen fertilizer. Everything is rare. Oh, this is rare T1 mutagen and fertilizer. I'm just going to make a common, because I have a ton of common larva laying around. Common mutagen fertilizer. Okay, and then I have 15 inventory slots. What do you do, actually? 187 per second? 75. I should be making these. Oh, I'd have to automate T2 mutagen. You could also make one of these. Produces larvae, though. It produces larvae. Alright, fine, I'll build one. Common larva. Bacteria, algae, water bottle. I just want to see what it does. Bacteria. Algae is going to be out on the platform. Water bottle is going to be out on the platform. We'll just look at it. And then I think, like, over on this shore seems like an okay place to put an ecosystem. Or maybe on, like, this island. Ecosystem. Sure. So what's your deal? I put stuff into you. Do I put a larvae into you? Is that what I do? Let's go find some larvae. You're a butterfly. I need your smaller form. I need a small butterfly. Rare. I want to find, like, rare, common, uncommon. And then put those three in. Or maybe, actually, maybe it just makes them passively and I don't actually put anything into it. I just pull things out of it. I guess we'll know by the time I get back. I bet I can find some grubs on the platform. Any grubs? Common. Show me one uncommon grub, please. Anybody? No? Alright, I'm gonna say this is good enough. Let's just go see what it does. I just want to know. Have you spawned things already? No, but your production time is 120 seconds. Maybe you just haven't had the opportunity to yet. I'll visit you later. Maybe there's also frogs here. Maybe you are how I get renewable amphibian eggs. Maybe. For now, let's stay focused on the task at hand. Let's go build our 10 butterfly spreaders. So you guys can go away. You're coming with me. You're getting shredded. We have 17 inventory space. We have 20 inventory space. And I can hold 3. So I can make 6. 1, 2, 3. Go grab a water to drink. And then head out to our new forest. I don't need the car. I'll just jetpack it. Nope, there it is. Took a minute to pop in. But it's alive. Alright. These are going to look low. We need a Fiorente here. Let's bring a couple back with us. Put a Galaxy in there. Put a Paleo in there. This guy doesn't appear to be planting any trees. Did I forget to give you a seed? I didn't give you a seed. That would be why you're not planting any trees. I can fix that for you next time I come back. Futura. Neo. What are you? It's a big butterfly. And we're out. Okay. I still need to make 4 more. So let's go get some more stuff. And bring a tree seed with you. Because you need to put 1 more tree in your spreader over there. It's not a huge deal. Our tree parameter, or our like biomass parameter for plants, is really high right now. But it's better than nothing. I also wonder if there's an insect, like, if I buy a machine optimizer, can I put an insect fuse in it? I know that I unlocked insect rockets, and I should probably start launching like 20 of those to get that parameter up. For zeolite. Bacteria sample. Bioplastic nugget. Bioplastic nugget. Fertilizer. Do I have a spare tree seed? I do. I'll just grab an Aleatus. It doesn't really match with what else is out there, but that's fine. We can inject a little bit of variety into that ecosystem. And then stop by your rocket and see if you can get an insect fuse. T2 drone, don't care. Kenja Straga's OSB, oxygen, plant heat pressure, production energy. So there's no insect fuse. Also, you're not auto-launching right now. You should be. Let's get you out of here. So after this, I think maybe I should focus on either amphibians or fish. Like, we do have the 1 aquarium, but we don't have very good fish eggs right now. And I could focus on building a few more aquariums. Or I could build that amphibian spreader, because we just straight up don't have one right now. And then I can also build the animal shelter, because we also don't really have animals right now. Just be flat. Good enough. Azure. Serena. A box? What are you doing out here? You shouldn't be out here. Near. And then way out here in the tall grass. A second here. Got eggs for me? No eggs. Alright. So I think this forest is basically done. You've got a nice healthy butterfly population in here. The trees are doing great, and it's fused. So let's go and take a look at what it costs to launch an insect rocket, and then we'll progress from insects into fish. I think that should take care of our insect biomass nicely, and then the last thing we really have to work on is animal biomass. And that should take us from 3 to 4. Because I assume they all contribute, like, different amounts of TI. Otherwise, you would just stack oxygen and pressure and all that stuff forever, and you'd never bother with animals, and that would be most optimal. Who knows? Maybe that is the strat. Alright, insect rocket. 3 bee larvae. 3 bee larvae and T2 mutagen. Oh, I'm gonna have to automate honey, man. Oh. I'm gonna have to automate uncommon larva collection as well. 3 bee larvae. Alright, we gotta figure out how we farm uncommon larvae now. Do I have common? I do have common on me. I'm gonna go try and put one into this ecosystem. This may be a complete nightmare to try and farm. We'll see. First, eggs. Did you give me fish eggs? Or amphibian eggs? No. You do give me random butterfly larvae. So the thing about that is that I actually need the unidentified larva. That's the thing about that. I don't want the identified version. I want the unidentified version. How am I going to automate the collection of uncommon larvae? What an interesting problem. I know that these can see larvae. Can you make an auto crafter that can craft the biolab recipes? Have I tried that? Let's try that. It would be, what do I need for these? 1 super alloy, 2 osmium. 2 osmium, 1 super alloy rod. This is just a test auto crafter. I just want to see if it has the recipe. Bee larva. No, it doesn't. This recipe will be automatically crafted if the required ingredients are found within range. Huh. Huh. Does this work? Demand uncommon larva at high priority? Will you allow that? Butterflies need to go in here. Common larva needs to go in here. Start making bee larvae. I don't know if I can automate this. It's going to make launching 20 insect rockets a real pain. That was not what you needed. You needed T1 fertilizer. Research. Maybe what I should do is try this. Demand uncommon larva at high priority. Oh, hold on. Well, this isn't gonna do exactly what I want it to do, but I bet that I can set the ecosystem to supply. And then I can set the... I can make a box in the base and call it like butterfly larva, and it will demand only butterflies. And I can set one for like fish eggs, and then I can set one for unidentified larvae. And if the ecosystem manages to produce any that are unidentified, which I still don't know if it can do or not, then at least the drones would pull it. So you supply everything. And we should see 2 drones immediately fly out there to grab those 2 butterflies. Wait, I think I just had a genius idea. This isn't the genius idea. This is just food. What? Isn't there like a recycler building? T2, vegetubes, drills, power, heaters, beacon, recycling machine. Breaks items down into their core components. Can I recycle a butterfly? It's an insane sentence, but can I? Deconstruction microchip, 2 silicon, 2 magnesium, and I'm gonna need 4. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2. And also, how big is this thing? What else was it? Super ally? Super ally. It's not that big. Okay. We can work with this. So you go here. If I were to give you pick a bad butterfly. Like 120 is pretty bad, although I think you're gonna recycle into a common one. That's the thing. It so does. It recycles them back into a basic larva. Okay, what are the butterflies that recycle into uncommon larvae? Silkworms. Frick. There's none that... The only things that recycle into uncommons are silkworms and bees. That makes it a little more complicated. There's a solution in here, man. There's a solution in here somewhere. I'm gonna find it. There's a solution in here, man. Because, like, when I go to this... When I go to you... When I go to the ecosystem, it shows me a silkworm icon. And you would think that means that it can produce silkworm. No, maybe that's not silkworm. Maybe that's just like what the insect icon looks like. There has to be a solution to this somehow. How do I get an uncommon larva out of recycling? Maybe some of the butterfly larvae that I can't craft recycle into uncommons. Like, what is a liani? Is this pink one? I can't make a liani. Does that mean that it recycles into an uncommon larva? No, that's a common larva. Yeah, that's a common larva. Fenzia. I can't make a Fenzia. It's 200. That's higher than the other. Does that mean that you're more likely to be uncommon? No, still common. But 300 is rare. 250 is rare. 230 is rare. 120 is common. Galaxy. 175. You're gonna... No, this isn't gonna... I don't think butterflies can recycle into uncommons. Where do I get uncommon larvae? I get them from the farms, because the farms have a tiny little insect box on. And they have bees flying around. Like, you're a little bee guy. No, you're mushrooms. You won't let me turn you into bees. I just refuse to believe, with how much you use bees for, that I can't automate the collection. Oh, hold on. Maybe. No, that's making new genes. That's not right. Maybe I missed something in biomass. Increases plants and insects, create frogs, spawn animals, create new insects with larvae and mutagen, grow vegetables, produce silk, phytoplankton and fish eggs. Produces larvae. If I put an ecosystem in a different place, maybe it produces different kinds of larvae. Like, maybe it's producing butterflies because it's on, like, the water's edge? I'm so tempted to Google it, but I'm not going to Google it. I'm going to make an amphibian farm instead. We'll just skip to amphibians. Fertilizer, common larva, water bottle. And if we ever see an uncommon larva, we need to snap that shit up. We cannot allow them to escape our gaze. Any uncommon larva we see on the ground, it's on site. Take it for. Uncommon? No, you're an uncommon. Okay. We're one step closer to a rocket. They seem like they spawn on foundation. Maybe I should just build a ton of foundation. Where do I want to put this amphibian farm? Just put it, it's for now. Stick it outside. Power restored? There's no way that you drained my power. They only cost 155. So I put eggs in this, and it makes frogs. Is this correct? I have Hoolie frog eggs. Uncommon, common, common, rare. Well, we should grab rare. Rares can make some really good bug fizz. So you go in here. Oh yeah, then you spawn frogs. What up, guys? You chilling? You good? You having a nice time? I hope so. I hope they're having a nice time. I should put these in the wetlands forest. Hold on. I'm taking you with me. They'd look so good out there. I can make 4 kinds of frog egg. Generic T4 and fertilizer. Generic fertilizer. Do I have T4 automated yet? Yes, you do. You have it automated in this. And then 3 T1 fertilizer. So I'm going to need 4 amphibian spreaders. And I have enough for 1 on me already. So I'm going to need 3 more common larvae. No problem. I'm going to need 3 more fertilizer and 3 more water bottle, which is also no problem. Well, you finish. I am going to be a piece of shit, and I'm going to Google PlanetCrafter uncommon larva farm. And I'm going to spoil myself. Obtaining. Can be found in the wild. Can be obtained by using the recycling machine on bee larvae, which can be harvested from T2 beehives. Okay, I need to make a T2 beehive. I don't think I have a T2 beehive. Yeah, I've only got the T1 beehive. When do I get a T2 beehive? Are you uncommon? No, you're uncommon. I still need to grab you, though. So you get commons and rares from recycling the larva that you get from T2 beehive at 145 tons. I need to get an insect rocket in orbit, like, today. Like, now. So I don't think I need to... There's my 3rd uncommon. And here's a 4th one. Okay. I don't think I need to worry about common and rare larvae. I know that I can get them from recycling the butterfly larvae that we're getting from the farm. I think the only one that I need to worry about is uncommons. And I should have enough now to make a rocket. It also takes a T2 mutagen. Why were those scary? Because they took honey? Because they take honey and common larvae. I can do that. It's awkward, and I have to do it by hand, which I hate, but I can do it. Well, let's go grab the honey. Like, you might as well, instead of just watching the machine craft. Okay. Beautiful. You're gonna need one more fertilizer. I don't know where you put your last one, but you wanted to make 4 amphibian farms. And then you need a T1 mutagen to make a T2 mutagen. What did you need this for? Must have been important. I can't remember what I needed it for, but it's in my brain, so it must have mattered. You're a dead auto-crafter. Like, you don't make anything anymore. But I think you were my fabric auto-crafter, so I should probably keep you there. Ooh, even fancier frog. Alright, and then bees. Mutagen fertilizer. And I need to make 2 more. So 2 fertilizer, 2 mutagen. Uncommon, fertilizer, mutagen. Go. Good. Drink of water. Go get 1 more water. You have 2 plant seeds in your inventory. Those don't need to be there. You can just send them to get sorted. Robots will be along shortly to take care of that. Common, 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 common. Rocket engine, osmium, T2 mutagen, 3B larva. So just a rocket engine and an osmium in addition to the stuff I've already made or I'm in the process of making. Grab one of you. Oh, I don't auto-craft rocket engines anymore. You know what? That's what you can be for. You can make rocket engines. Can you reach everything? No. Why can't you reach everything? What are you missing? You're probably not close enough to the super alloy. There it is. Rocket engine. There we go. What the hell is on my mouse? There we go. It's like I moused over a rock or something. Bee larva, and then uncommon, fertilizer, mutagen. That will be my last bee larva? Yeah, because I've got one already. So the 4, you can go in here. No, you can't. You need those for your amphibian spreader. You can go in here, and you can go in here. And you need to get 1 more water before you move. How my bees doing? 77? We're getting there. So after the amphibian spreader, what do I need for the animal spreader? Circuit board, silk, lerma, T2 methane. I have all of that. This thing also does plants, insects, and animals. So that's kind of fun. And then I'll probably need an animal feeder as well, which is going to be another honey and another cell. Alright, first, insect rocket. Grab your honey on the way. insect spreader rocket. Send it. Grab one more water. Oh, you did already. Okay. So that should accelerate insects a little bit. I don't know that I can really mass produce those rockets yet, though. Because I don't have the automation pipeline for uncommon larvae set up yet. But one does exist, and I can do it. I just need to unlock the T2 beehive first. Now, can I put the amphibian spreader in water? Because that's where I'd really like to put it. No. You're going to have to put it on the shore. But that's fine. I think there's a couple places around here where you can get it to fit really nice and look pretty natural. Let's line you up like this, maybe? Yeah, I think that looks good. So you can have Aeolus. We'll have one over here. Let's tidy up a little bit. You can have Strabo. Stick one out here. You can have Huli. And then I think this last one will also have to be Strabo. We don't know about too many kinds of frog yet. But that's alright. Alright, so now we've got ourselves a very nice little ecosystem out here. We got some frogs chilling. We got some butterflies chilling. Uncommon larva, let's go. Wait, do you attract larvae? Or is it just because I've kind of been in the same place for a while? I think it's because I've just been in the same place for a while. I don't think you necessarily attract larvae. But I appreciate the work that you do. Common. I don't need common. I know how to make common. That's fine. Food low? Yeah, I'll deal with that. So next we're going to do an animal spreader. I say next, it's also probably going to be last, because we're approaching 4.5 Tera TI. And at 5, we win. So let's go grab a honey to eat. Yum. Actually, how many uncommons do we have right now? 2? I have enough to make another insect rock. 3. And 3. Let's get this in the oven before we go and eat. Research. Good. 85% of the way to next stage. Next stage, I assume, is 5 Tera TI. High quality food. Also, what do I need for animal food? Honey, beans, common larva. It really feels like it wants me to be automating bees. And I have not gotten. But I'm working on it. Grab your third uncommon larva. Here's bee number 1. Give me bee number 2. And then tell me what else I need for this animal shelter. Water bottle, circuit board, silk. Here's circuit board. Here's silk. Water bottle I can get. Lerma T2 methane. T2. Methane is going to be on the platform. Unless, man, if methane is the limiting reagent in crafting on the platform right now, we're actually not going to have any. Never mind, we're good. It looks like it might be the... Ooh, more frog eggs. It looks like it might be the limiting reagent, but we kind of escape on that one. And then give me 2 water. 1 to drink, and 1 to use. And then I'll learn to seed. We have no shortage of learn seeds. Yoink. Big yoinkies. Now, I feel like if I wasn't animals, I would like living in this forest. So that's where we're going to put our first animal shelter. I also want to know if it can fit on a foundation. It's looking like no. Also, it does not want to be in the forest. It wants to be near the forest. Like right here is maybe pretty good. I should see if it can go on a foundation. Go get me like 4 iron. Is that an uncommon larva? Let's go. Were you an uncommon? No, you're a common. You're an uncommon. You matter. I just want to see. I just want to see if it'll get nice and tidy on a foundation so that it sits level. And if it doesn't, that's okay. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. We'll get you real down low to the ground. It does not want to go on a foundation. All right. That's fine. You're still going to go here. I think this is a nice spot for you. I would just like to get you to sit level. Would you be willing to do that for me? Yeah, that looks pretty close to that. All right, so what do you do? I have to insert genes, I think is what those are. And I found a couple on my last trip. And I think I just put them in my treasure box back home. Yeah, like, here's some. Bioluminescence. Sure. Insert into a genetic synthesis. Oh, okay, so I need to make a genetic synthesizer. But first I probably need to make a DNA manipulator. Superalloy, bioplastic, explosive, zeolite, osmium. Osmium, zeolite, explosive powder, bioplastic, and what? Superalloy. I'm kind of running out of places for machines like you to go. Also, aren't you the same thing? Hold on. Yeah, you're the same thing. What makes genes then? Manipulates DNA to create, but that's not what you do. You make trees. Creates a creature's DNA by combining genetic traits. I need Blazar quartz for that. I need mag. I have. So the only one I'm missing there is Blazar. The only place I can think of that there might be Blazar quartz is in the caves by the uranium cave. Maybe there is a Blazar cave around there that I just never found. That's the only place I can think of that Blazar quartz would be. So let's go take a look. Wherever this stuff is hiding, it seems incredibly rare. If I could bring back enough to also make a portal generator, that would be great. Like, maybe a portal generator is how you get more Blazar quartz. Because I need it to craft, like, upgrades and stuff, too. And I'm like, how? I literally haven't found any. How am I supposed to use this stuff to craft upgrades when I need it in, like, 5 items, and it doesn't occur naturally? So we always go through the uranium cave. Let's skip that this time. And go, like, around the corner. Maybe we've missed it because we always go through the uranium cave. Like, what if it's over here? What if you're the Blazar cave? No, you're the Pulsar cave. You're the Magnetar cave. You're an old chest that I looked in a long time ago. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, boys. This is what we needed. Rare larva? Who cares? Uncommon larva? Sure. Okay, we found the Blazar goods. Grab as much as you can. This stuff is really important. And there is a lot of it. Inventory full. Okay. That's fine. Wow, 2 chests back here. Trades, fullness plant. That's good stuff. That's not as good stuff. And then this is Pulsar. So yeah, there's a ton of caves back here that I just never found because I always went in the uranium cave way, I guess. At least we know they're there now, though. Hey, there's a lot of Blazar quartz in there. I don't think we can spend it frivolously, but I think we can think about a couple upgrades. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. For now, though, let's just go build that DNA splicer to see if I can make an animal. We can figure out where to get actual genes later, I guess. I'm not thrilled about the idea of an animal that's bioluminescent, but I guess I'll live. At least I assume that's how they work. Like, you just get 5 traits, and then you put the 5 traits together, and it makes some kind of, like, procedurally generated animal. I guess we'll see. I haven't seen anything like animal eggs or anything like that in the auto request list for, like, roboports. So I'm assuming that it works off of a different system. Magnetar, Blazar, Quasar. You and you can get shredded. You can get shredded. You can get shredded. The 4 of you can get shredded. Quasar, Magnetar. Okay, that's our 3 crystals. Super Alloy, Circuit, T4 Mutagen. Super Alloy Ore? Super Alloy Rod. Super Alloy Rod. T4 Mutagen. Circuit. And I'm just going to put it around this corner. Okay, the base is falling into disarray. Our organizational system has completely broken down. But we're almost done. What the fuck? Insert traits to synthesize a creature. Wow, this is a really neat system. But where the hell do I get genes? How do I... I've only found them, like, wandering around. Where do I get these things? Fish farm. Generates animals. Animal feeder. Ecosystem. Amphibian farm. Fish farm. Give me a bee. Put your 3rd bee in there. Where would I find genes? Where would I find genes? It's not going to be any of these. Although generating bee larvae is pretty... I should do that. One of my bee larvae should get spent on. Tree bark, T2 fertilizer, bioplastic. Just stick it out here for now. You make honey. Supply everything. As you make bee larvae, it's going to pull them somewhere. And I'll worry about where that is later. T1 fertilizer, mutagen. Mutagen. You didn't grab the T1 fertilizer. How do I make a gene? You don't have any other tabs. Insert traits to synthesize a creature. So how do I get a trait? Can I take a... Hold on. Cooking station. Fish. Yeah, they use eggs. Can I take a fish egg and recycle it? Perhaps into a trait. Phytoplankton B. No, you can't do that. Can I... Like, I feel like it should be you. But it's not you. Because this is only trees. What? What if I just put mutagen in you? Do you do anything? No match found? No match found. What if I put more mutagen into you? What if I put better mutagen into you? No. I'm Oh wait, can I make traits in you? No, I can't make traits in the bio. Is it really possible that the only way to get your starting traits is through Rex? Is that possible? Can I catch a live fish and then like reprocess it for traits? I cannot take you. All right, we're gonna have to wiki. Please hold. We're gonna go ask the wiki what a trait is. Trait. Genetic trait. Where do I get them? Created by inserting specific items into a genetic extractor. I thought I made a... This was a genetic extractor, right? Genetic synthesizer. Where the hell's a genetic extractor? That's the piece of the puzzle that I'm missing. Where the hell is a genetic extractor, though? Unlocks at 800 tons of insects. Oh. I think I have gotten ahead of my terraforming parameters a bit. 800 tons, and we're at 236? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. T2 Butterfly Farm? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright, that's fair. That's pretty true. That's fair. How long have I been streaming? 2.5 hours? I don't want to... It's also a T2 mutagen, which takes honey, which you have on you? You too, you beautiful bastard. I don't want to say that I'm done with PlanetCrafter until I've made an animal. So we're about to hit 5 Terra TI, which is like technically when we would be done with the game. But I don't think that's when I'm going to be done with the game. Because I want to make an animal. That sounds sick. That, like, the system to make animals looks really cool. So let's try and get insects to 800 tons. The best way I can think of to do that? Launch insect rockets. It's going up. Not as fast as I would like. T2 beehives are 890 a second? Okay. That's crazy. We should be making a ton of T2 beehives. Supply everything. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just thinking. Okay, I'm just thinking. I need more space. I need so much more room. Oh, this biolab is so crowded, man. Cause I'm like, I need a whole damn production line for bees. I need, if you'll pardon the pun, an SMB line. And I've outgrown my biolab. Will that let me up? No, you need water. You don't need to go up. You have a bee for me? You do. What else do I need for a T2 beehive? Tree bark, T2 fertilizer, bioplastic. No, that's it. Alright, time being, temporary measure. The amount of temporary measures that exist in this base right now is becoming truly concerning. But temporary measure. Bees. Demand. Bees. Well, you're working on that. Tree bark, T2 fertilizer, bioplastic bucket. Tree bark, bioplastic nugget, T2 fertilizer. Put you away. We're gonna put some bees in this forest. I want lots of insect life. You go here, and most importantly of all, supply everything. And then over here, on any flat ground I can find, like maybe in this little meadow. Supply everything. Yoink. You're a bee. Basically. Bees? No, just honey. We gotta do something with that honey, though. God, but then how do I automate common larvae? Unless... I wonder if drones can pick stuff up when it comes out of the recycling machine. There's so much that I don't know, and we're about to win. Make another bee. Make 2 more bees, really. I don't love doing this, but I'm gonna make another temporary box. This is going to be honey. You are going to demand honey. And you're going to do that at normal priority. And then you are going to demand honey at low priority. Because otherwise our beehives are going to get clogged up. And I don't want that. Right, drones are going to handle that. Just talk to the box. All you need to do now is talk to the box. There they are. Take you, and then I'm going to do 1 more, and then we're going to go make 4 more bee spreaders. 1 fertilizer, mutagen, extraction platform received. Yep. You, research. I'm not ready to be extracted yet, though. Another bee. Okay, they're starting to come in pretty quick. This is good, though. This is good. The T2 insect, or the T2 beehives, are the main way that we're getting our insect parameter up. We're going to be able to make 5. So I need 5 tree bark. I need 5 T2 fertilizer. Large explosive device. I need to put this cobalt away. And by that I mean obliterate it. Obliterate all of you. And then you need 5 what? Bioplastic nugget? Sure. Then get your bee out of your mutator. Go make 5 more beehives in your local forest. Actually, Spread them through here. Let's distribute the love out a little bit. Put a beehive like here. Rare larva, very special. No, you don't need to put them in. You just need to set it to supply everything. It's going to be a nightmare to find flat ground to place them on up here, but I'm up for it. Supply all. Supply all. Supply all. Any flat ground. Here might work. Yeah, that looks lovely. Supply all. Okay, so that's 5 more bees. By the time we get back to the box, later shuttle. By the time we get back to the box, we should have another 3. Which means we can launch another insect rocket. And maybe that gets us close enough to 800. 1 honey, 3 bees. Alright. Not quite yet. What else do I need? Common larva mutagen. Common larva mutagen. For T2 mutagen. I need a 3rd bee. Anyone. Anyone at all. Fine, we'll wait. What do I need for a large explosive device? I can't even make it in a biolab. That must be a T2 craft? No? Where the hell do I make a large explosive device? In my hands, apparently. Place it under the Warden's anomaly and trigger it to be able to leave the planet. What the... Oh, I know where the Warden's anomaly is. I can go and find that. 3 iridium rod, circuit board, fusion cell, uranium rod. It's a lot of work. But you're gonna need to do it. You're still at 2 Bs. Just do it now. 3 iridium rod. 2 more explosive powder. That's zeolite. This is explosive powder. Circuit board, uranium rod. And then fusion power cell, which itself is 3 pulsar quartz. Letting you put 3 blazar quartz away. 1 obsidian, 2 osmium. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. You can make that now. The problem is that you don't remember where that anomaly is, do you? You don't remember if it's in Lost Paradise or if it's somewhere else. No, it's not in Lost Paradise. It's in the Ancient City. Which is in the Super Alloy Cave. Check for your 3rd bee. I really want to get another insect rocket off before I leave. Because it's another 1000% progress. There you go. And then you need rocket engine, osmium rod. Yeah. And yeah. Okay. You're gone. Grab a little food just in case you're gone longer than you think you'll be. You just need a little beans. Don't even need the honey. Yeah, you don't even need that. Alright. I believe that it's in the Super Alloy Cave. So let's go find out. So the anomaly was just like the giant ball of energy. Get the gear. Hello, super alloy drills. Love your work. And then it was off on the house on the right side, I want to say. Don't think that's how you're supposed to get up there, but whatever. Wait a minute. Is that a grub? You special? No, you're just common. Yeah, here's the anomaly. Gonna say that looks like it worked. Can't exactly tell. This seems like what's supposed to happen. Oh, okay. Guess it wants us to go. Goodbye. See ya. Yeah, alright. I think that does it. So I guess it's like, you know, quarantine enforcement platform Subnautica rules, where it's like you gotta destroy the thing before you can leave. So we should be able to just build the platform now, which we haven't looked at what that actually costs yet. Fusion energy, energy multiplier, solar quartz. I don't think I've seen solar quartz yet. No, I think I've seen solar quartz. And if I haven't, it must just be in the cave somewhere. There's got to be like a yellow crystal. We can finally jet back again. And then we'll head back for home base. New message received. Okay, I should probably read both of those. We still haven't unlocked the gene splicer, but we're like 80% of the way to automating insect rockets. So it's fine. Because we can keep pumping up insect rocket numbers. I would like to launch 20 of those eventually to get it to the same level as all the other rockets, even though that's probably going to be wildly overkill. Let's go see what these two messages say, and let's also see how close we are to it. Close. Messages. We terraformed our assigned planet. Our planet has an anomaly that prevents them from colonizing it. We have to destroy it before using the departure platform. We did that. Anomaly's been destroyed. Use the departure platform. We'll then re-examine the sentence, because I'm a prisoner. We gotta find solar quartz, huh? First, let's check the crystal box. Don't have any. But we can launch 2 rockets. Although we are almost out of common larvae. Mutagen. Okay, and then give me 2 osmium rods. Give me 2 rocket engines. 2 rocket engines, I said. Thank you. Here's one. Solar quartz. Yeah, the quartz isn't even marked on the map. So I can only assume that there's yet another room in those crystal caves that we haven't yet found. Anyway, yeah, there's the genetic extractor. that's insects taken care of. All right, let's make an animal, shall we? We now have all the required tools to do so. I think. I don't know. But we can make the machine. And the machine was our main obstacle. So, what do I need for a genetic extract? Solar quartz. Okay, convenient. I needed to go check for that stuff anyway. Let's go head over to the crystal dungeons. I feel like I've seen solar quartz before. Like I've held it in my inventory. But maybe not. We'll be looking for a bright yellow cave. Let's start from the north. And then work our way back down. Because we've never really tried to do anything from this angle before. Like, what's in here? This is Pulsar. This is Blazar. This is out. We don't want to go out yet. But also, this is a different Blazar cave. This is solar. Lovely. Alright, so all the crystal caves are actually just in the same place. That's very convenient for somebody like me. Yoink yoink. And yeah, before we go, we should probably grab a bunch more Blazar. Like, we know how to make pulsar. It's another... I just don't need double bioluminescence, man. I don't need it. That should be good for now. Let's head back home. New blueprint received. Common larva! We can just make them. Okay. That changes everything. God, it really feels like... Well, I think that the victory TTI could have been like 10. I'm unlocking stuff that would have been like really useful 2 TI ago. But I've already like technically won. Genetic extractor. Yeah, that's what we want. Pulsar osmium circuit board T3 mutagen. Osmium rod. T3 mutagen. Circuit board. And that should be it. Pulsar quartz. Which we have tons of. What is silver quartz back in its place? Genetic extractor. So what do you do? I can extract genetic traits from these items. I can extract genetic traits. Oh, oh, it tells you. Oh. That's cool. That's really cool. All right, so bee larva. Like, it's a really cool system that I've only really unlocked after I won. It just, okay, so it just makes that kind of species. Sure. Put you in. I need a color. Where do I get colors from? Arema, Tusco. I have Tusco. Well, actually, what other colors can I do? I can make one that's like red beige with Shanga plus Tusco. Let's try that. Let's make like a red beige guy. Shanga. Tusco. Extract. Sure. Extract. Sure. So here's your 2 colors. What? Oh, they're both color Bs. Oh, okay, so I need a color A. Where do I get a color A? From butterfly larva. Good thing I have a bunch of those. Give me one of these. I assume you make a color? Yeah, you make a gray color A. So you're gonna be like a red-gray guy. Let's make you like a gray-tan guy. skin pattern colors are optional. But let's include them anyway, because they seem fun. Skin pattern colors are frog eggs. I have a spare Strabo frog egg. So you're going to have a green skin pattern color. Yup. Skin pattern. How do I make a skin pattern? Skin patterns come from rare butterfly larvae. So I need to make a Futura or an Imeo, which I can do with a fertilizer. This is actually a really cool system. And I wish that you encountered it earlier. Like, it would have been neat if this was a system that you unlocked when you unlocked, like, insects. And then you could actually do gene splicing of, like, insects and fish and amphibians and not just animals. It gets buried so far down the game's tech tree. But it's really cool. Like, it's really, really cool. Variant and size. How do I do variant and size? Uncommon larva gives me size 2. I can get uncommon. I just have an uncommon larva for some reason. No, don't synthesize. No. Don't synthesize. Extract. Whatever it is, I want it to be big. I don't want it to be bioluminescent. And then what is variant? A, B, bioluminescent, A, skin pattern. Variant may be one. I think variant may be one that I have to unlock. So whatever that animal is, it should be ready to go. Let's go get a drink. And then we should be able to make it, and then we should be able to put it in the animal spreader. Right? Or did we want skin pattern B? What did I make you for? I made you because you get the skin patterns from the rare butterflies. Yeah, your skin pattern 3. Swish. So I don't have a variant, and I don't want you to be bioluminescent. Everything else is good. Synthesize it. Creature DNA. Animal multiplier 1,000. Seems good. Nice. Let's go put you in my shelter. My shelter that I hate. Once in a while, petting an animal will give you a trait if the animal is fed. It'll either be from the creature's traits or it will be a random rare genetic trait. Okay, so I need to be able to feed this animal whenever... Oh, there it is! I made you. You're a weird guy, but I kind of like you. Yeah. You're a neat guy. You gave me a trait back. I need to feed you now. Give me a animal feeder, waterboard, circuit, bioplastic nugget, honey silk. Like I have to feed my new friend. I can't just leave him out there. It'd be horrible. He's so cool. I've immediately forgotten what I need. Circuit board, bioplastic nugget, silk, water bottle, other stuff, honey. Okay. Water bottle. And then I need to make animal feed. Whoa. But this will be good enough to make a feeder. He chillin'. Critter kind of weird, but he chill. Here, you can just eat out of this thing. I can set it to demand food. Genius. But I gotta go make some food first. I'll be back, friend. Don't worry. I'll be back for you. Where are you going? You need to make it in the biolab. Honey, beans, common larva. Honey. Beans. Please tell me I have a common larva. Let's go! Also, how do I make one? T3 mutagen, phytoplankton, T2 fertilizer. That's easy, man. That's easy. So make a T1, and then T2 is algae and rare larva. Rare larva, kind of difficult to automate, but doable. Definitely doable. Yoink. I want to give him a delicious T2 animal food. Even if it's just the one. I want him to feel well taken care of. My sweet boy. It's food time. Are you excited by that? Are you interested in food? Can I interest you in eating? My little 8-legged hammerhead shark? That's just another one of the same trees. I love him. How many times can I pet you? Growth 32%. He gonna get big. Alright. Let's go make our extraction platform. But here's the thing. I kinda don't wanna stop playing. Fusion energy. I need to summon an energy multiplier fuse from the trader. Because I don't have any. Do I have enough currency to do that at this point? No. I'm gonna steal one from the fusion reactor. Will that turn it off? If that shuts down the base, I won't. It doesn't. Everything still runs. Right? Yes, everything still runs. That's great. Rocket engine. Uranium rod. Super alloy rod. Iridium rod. A fusion energy cell, a pulsar quartz. 4 pulsar quartz. An obsidian, 2 obsidian, 1 obsidian, an obsidian, 2 osmium. Fusion energy cell. Good. Then, that's everything. Extraction platform done. How big are you? Pretty big. You have a stairs leading up to you? Can I snap you onto my base? Can I interest you in snapping? Not really. You really don't want to snap. Well, you did. Okay. Leave the planet. Place my fate in the hands of Sentinel Corp. Extraction platform. Why can I take things? I'm gonna save. I will bring a generic frog egg. I don't know what it does, but I'm gonna take generic frog egg. So here's the thing. I want to... Ooh, fancy. I want to keep playing PlanetCrafter. I want to explore more animals. I want to build out a couple other bases, but I don't think I'm going to stream it because I think I've streamed PlanetCrafter enough, and I want to stream a couple other games. So here's how this is going to work. I have... That's a neat little base overview. Does it show me other regions as well? Do I get to interact with this screen? Oop. Hold on. Will now re-examine your sentence based on the various deviations from the rules that could be attributed to me. Okay. For the moment, I'll remain in detention while my case is examined. Okay. But, like, I did terraform the planet, though. You gotta admit I did that. That's it. Okay. So, I want to keep playing it. I don't want to stream it because I've streamed it enough. I have a VODs channel, and I have an idea for a video on the VODs channel. The VODs channel's here. Actually, what happens if I just load that save? Can I still play? If I can't, that kind of screws things. Okay, I can still play. I am going to make a video, and I'm going to put it on the VODs channel when I feel like I'm done with PlanetCrafter. And the title of that video is going to be something like, I beat PlanetCrafter, ... but I kept playing. And it's going to be like a base overview, a tour, and like a summary of my experiences playing PlanetCrafter after I beat the game. I want to see how that video does. I think I spent 100 days in game YouTube video format is kind of played out, and I want to see if this is an interesting alternative angle to that. So, if you want to know when that video comes out, you should subscribe to the VODs channel, because I'm looking forward to experimenting with that format. And if you're watching this stream from the VODs channel, you should keep an eye on that feed so that you know when that video comes out. I don't have an ETA for it. But for now, and I'll also probably ping the Discord, honestly, when that happens. So here's a link to the Discord as well. I would highly recommend you join that if you want to know when this video is going to come out, and if you want to get notifications for streams that are going to happen in the future. But that's where I'm going to be done for today. I will catch you guys around on Tuesday, most likely. We're going to do Guild Wars 2, and then I think I'm going to do like a 2 or 3 hour stream of Astronauts as a one-off. And then we're going to progress into either City Skylines or Factorio as our next long play that we do on Twitch. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You will probably not see me for tomorrow or Monday. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then I will see you guys Tuesday, Wednesday, and we will get right back into it. So until then, take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.